Hello and welcome to the Delta analysis video. Today is Dr. Kabutops. Before I get into that, I have a few announcements to make. First of all, Season 2 applications are out for the league, with the Insurgence League APL. Um, I have recorded Season 1 of it. Season 2 applications are out now. Um, so if you have not signed up yet and are interested in signing up, they are now out. I'll leave links in the description if I remember to. I should remember to. I always have a link to the server in the description and a link to I think to the I don't know. Do I have a link to the wiki? I think I have a link. I might have a link to the wiki. I'm not sure. Or like to an official download page. That's what I have. Okay, that's announcement number one. Announcement number two is that the Little Cup variant of the APL is starting soon after. Wait, I have to, okay. I need to start date. The normal league starts June. What? The apps are due June 12th, the Friday. June 14th, the Sunday. I will release everything, and the Monday after June 15th will be the start of the draft. That's the plan right now. Um, I'll go over some of like the rules really quickly. Sign up. Okay. Yada yada. It will be post DLC in a NetDex format without Dynamax, Antmax, or C moves. Um, cut moves will also be banned. Who pinged me? Shut up! Don't ping me. I already got pinged here. Shut up. Uh, so okay. Um, so no C moves. So basically just post DLC net decks. No cut moves, nothing special. Just just normal. No big special things. Mega evolutions though, because obviously there are new megas and we want to use them. Um, gonna be like a mixture of points and tiers. Gonna be like you have like 1500 points and like tier 1A is 200 points, tier 1B is 180 points, and they're gonna be like bigger tiers. They're gonna be like 10 to. I'm not gonna split tier 5, but basically yeah. Start dates already mentioned them. Uh, yeah, that's basically it. I'll leave a link in the description. And the little variant of the league, if I remember to, and I'm able to do it with editing, because I've never done this before, I will put the logo for the Little Cup variant of this league on the screen. Around now, um, basically, it will be starting a week later and on a different server, because I want to attract more specifically interest for Little Cup, and that's why I'm doing it in a Little Cup server instead of the normal server where there's less interest for Little Cup specifically. Um, so I hope that will get more interest that way. Yeah, that's basically everything. So that uh, about almost 4 minutes in, let's get into Delta Kabutops. It is a bug and dark type, which is quite uh, unique. I don't think there's another bug dark type. I really don't think there is one. Um, so it's quite a unique type. Defensively, it's not great because the bug type is okay defensively. It's weak to rocks, which is huge and annoying. It's weak to fairy, which is annoying. It's not weak to fighting. It's weak to fire. It's weak to flying. Anything else? It's I think that's it. It's weak to bug itself too. That's kind of annoying. So defensively, it's not great, but this thing is not supposed to be defensive. It's supposed to be offensive, as you can see with the set. It's 115 attack, 80 speed. Its bulk is not great. Its phys is pretty good. 105 defense with 60 HP, but especially it's not really relevant. 65 special attack, 70 speed def is not very good. It's especially viable. It's just you'll see physical is just significantly better. Um, Offensively, you do struggle with like fighting types and fairy types resist your dual stab, but it does have ways to deal with that. So I'm not too worried about that personally. Getting into the abilities, it gets Swarm, a Nerve, and Tough Claws. Swarm gives you a 30, like gives you 50% boost to offensive moves, bug type moves if you are below a third of your max HP. I think a nerve or 30%, a third or 30%. I'm not sure. A nerve is your opponent cannot eat berries while this is on the field, which is honestly I really like a nerve because like super effective. Like okay, this is dark type, right? It gets a knockoff. So a nerf plus knockoff means Goblin Berry does absolutely nothing. And that's huge, because a lot of psychic types rely on Goblin. But when it doesn't matter, it's really nice. But then I also have the problem that the third ability, Tough Claws, is insanely good. It gives, I think it's a 1.3 boost on literally every contact move, which is really good. Um, so yeah, a nerf is good for Goblin Berry, and things like that, like Tangaberry maybe, uh, uh, Chople even. You'll see the coverage later. Um, but basically, not caring about Goblin is very interesting, and it could definitely be used over Tough Claws. Although Tough Claws overall will give you a bigger power boost, and also you have U-turn or no, yeah, don't have U. I don't have U-turn. You have bug moves with psychic types anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. Of course, it could be useful, but it's still, I still like a nerf. Um, Tough Claws is better though, generally speaking. Some relevant moves, you get Sword Sense and Horn Claws to set up. Sword Sense is generally better because it doesn't have that many moves to miss. Uh, it has pretty accurate. Besides one move that is like pretty accurate moves. Taunt to stop things from like setting up hazards, statusing, healing, whatever they want to do. Knock off the roof items and pursuit. If pursuit is not going to be allowed in next season because it's a cut move, but it still gets pursuit. So if it's allowed, you can run pursuit. It traps like psychic types, dark types, whatever you want to pursuit, and it's a pretty good move. This thing is like stab 115 base, tough class pursuit. That's gonna hurt. If things are switching out, it's gonna hurt. Um, uh, and basically this thing is it's pretty one-dimensional. I've only one. This thing is pretty one-dimensional, but honestly, it does that thing pretty well. Um, that's a physical set, just trying to get as much damage on the field. Um, I think I really like Choice Scarf on this thing. It doesn't get U-turn, which is like the biggest problem. It does not get U-turn, and that's huge. Um, because Choice Scarf with U-turn would have been insanely good, but it doesn't get U-turn, which sucks. But I still really like Choice Scarf because with 80 base speed, it's kind of slow, but it's a really good Choice Scarf speed tier, and it doesn't have a way to boost its speed otherwise, so it's really the best option. And Life Orb could it doesn't get Sucker Punch either, which is kind of annoying. So Life Orb is not bad if you are not that if you need the power more than the speed. Or like expert belt, dread plate, insect plate, whatever you need to run. Whatever. Um, but yeah, you're probably running knockoff and leech life most of the time. Leech life for some healing, knockoff for some item removal, which is definitely very good disruption of your opponent's team. Um, you get Psycho Cut, which deals with the fighting types, which you don't really deal with that well. Also deals with poison types. You don't deal with poison types that well either, but at least you can knock them for neutral damage. But dark fighting types resist your dual stab, so that's very nice to have coverage for. Sword Dance and Horn Claws could be used for setup on the Life Orb set. Poison Jab and Gunk Shot are really nice for fairy types. Gunk Shot is like the one move you want to run a Horn Claws for, I guess. Like and Rock Slide too. Rock Slide and Gunk Shot. The rest is 100% accurate. So it's not the most. I think Sword Dance is like objectively better most of the time. But Poison Jab and Gunk Shot is really good for fairy types. Low kick and super power for steel types and fat normal types. Opposing dark types, although you have bug moves. So yeah, mostly steel types because steel types are just generally annoying. It's good to have coverage for steel types. Rock slide is good for like flying types, I guess. And opposing bug types that could be scary. But basically, like it hurts flying types, hurts bug types. You don't like dealing with those. And taunt, I guess I just put it on there. It's a good move. I like taunt, but I just prefer flicking offensive moves. This thing is pretty damn hard. So yeah, that's basically what Delta Kabutops does. It just clicks physical buttons and it hurts. That's his job. It can switch into like physical mons, like physical, not really, physical. I don't know, ground. It can switch into ground types, kind of, but it has to watch out for like rocks, rock moves, whatever. So it can really tank ground types that well. Like it's not bad, it's just not good. Um, I just like this thing. It's like a pretty, like a cheap offensive dark type that pressures like a lot of things. Like Scarf pressures pretty much every psychic type in the game, so it's really nice. I like this thing. It's a good cheap mod. So yeah, that's basically what the Kabutops does. Um, next time, next